All right, guys, this is our new project. This bad girl, we got it from an auction.
Yes.
It's 2019 Maserati Ghibli.
SQ4, yeah, Ghibli
SQ4
SQ4 Granlusso.
Granlusso. It has some body damage, so let's uncover it together.
Here we go, guys. It has a 22,000, almost 23,000 miles, so it's like a brand new.
And it looks like the damage is only front and back.
Maybe left side.
Yeah. Front and left. And it looks like the back left.
Here we go. That's here is a major damage in that quarter panel, in that left side. We don't see any damage like in a major frame or anything, just the bumper off, and we'll show you guys both bumpers, and I will post a picture how we received them. They painted to be able to put inside the car.
To fit inside the car.
And it's been like we what did we do?
We just put it back on the floor. We're gonna capture a video actually how it's laying on the floor, but it looks like it starts to actually go in the right position, but they bent it, like they folded in half to fit inside the car. The bumper were okay.
Passenger side, the bumper had some scratches in the front and rear on the same side, the left side, but other than this there is no major damage in the bumper other than
what they did to it.
Driver side seems to be good, no damage or anything, so that's
you mean
good.
passenger side?
Yeah, but did I say driver?
Yes.
Yeah, sorry. Passenger side.
It looks like all the harness are intact, so I don't think it's gonna be a problem with this.
We're gonna figure out once we get the bumpers out and start to see if we're missing any of the harnesses or anything cut down or anything. Look at the interior, guys. It's a gray and red. It looks great. We have the driver side.
Headlight.
Yeah, headlight is here. And
that's where they were cramming the two.
Yeah, everything was here
bumpers
inside the car, so we need to find out what we have inside the car and what we need to order. But before we do anything, let's put a new battery on. No, we're gonna have to release the latch.
Oh, from the inside?
Yes.
Oh good God.
Because the battery was dead, so we got a new battery. He's trying to reach to the latch from the rear seat. Yep, there we go. It should be an electric one, so it's a little bit hard to open. So it doesn't have any gifts or anything for us. What do we have here?
Air pump.
Air pump. Okay. Good.
I don't know. I have no idea what is this.
I have no freaking idea.
We'll figure it out. And some original parts for the spare.
We have some tabs. I think something cover for something. Some screws, fasteners. Need to figure out which one is this. So we're gonna try to make that project as much as possible in budget. We're not gonna. We want to keep it like maximum 60% from the value of the car. We'll see how it goes.
Like for example, this quarter panel, we're gonna try to fix it. We're not gonna change it. If it didn't work, we will change it. Because it has to look nice. Come on.
Yeah. Let's put the battery, turn the car on, move it back so we can look more toward the front, see some damage in the front, and see what damage we have.
What we're dealing with.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get the battery.
All right, I think now we have the battery on, the gas. So let's fire it up. See, that's the soft mode, guys.
Now that's the sport mode.
That's the sports mode.
Sounds good. For a stop exhaust. Now we're gonna get it inside the garage and start to open the hood and see the damage in the front, and we'll go from there. Okay Okay guys, we have the car in the garage and we have some good and bad news. Good news that we found the other pair of shoes, so we have the whole shoes. Now, bad news is the damage. When I checked the picture again, these car got sight unseen, checked the pictures, the video, everything. I saw most of the damage, but I didn't see the most important damage that totaled this car. And let me tell you guys, I opened the hood a couple times, I didn't see it till today. So I saw that that's a major damage. That's a major damage. Plus in the front, again, you can look, you don't see like anything out of normal, everything in place. Again, just that fender is not there. The driver side fender, the passenger side, the passenger side, everything is good in the passenger side. Headlight there, fender is there. Everything here looks like intact regarding all these plastic trims and everything looks like straight. Again, that's the other part of the damage here. But let's open the hood and show you what the major damage here, and that's what totaled this car, and I didn't expect that. I'm not sure how we're gonna fix that. Again, you look, see anything? Let's zoom in. Here we go. That is what totaled this car. Crack in that part that holds the suspension here. Again, it might be from the accident that the owner, previous owner, like if you guys know, the previous owner can give us more information, but it looks like the previous owner hit something in that suspension here piece, maybe like went all the way up, because that's directly over, you see guys, the light, that's directly, I think, over that cracked piece. So I think that suspension went all the way from the impact and hit that piece here and cracked it. It's aluminum. I never did welding before and I didn't think so. I'm gonna do the welding myself, but we're gonna have to inspect more of the damage. The other major damage that I saw before, but it's not a big deal, is that piece here in the frame. I think that can easily straighten to the point that you can just fit your fender on. I think the major purpose of that piece is just straighten right, so you get your fender to be like straight with the rest of the panels here. I think our next step that we're gonna start to take things apart to see what we need to order. So for example, I'm gonna clear here, get the car a little bit more to the other side so we can I want to remove that fender to see what the fender liner looks like. We have some pieces of the fender liners here, so we'll make sure we have everything, and I want to see what that frame piece looks like on the other side, the damaged one, so I can get an idea on how I'm gonna straighten it. Then we're gonna jack the car up, take everything out, take a look at general for the suspension, see how badly damages the suspension here. Again, I think also, but not sure, it looks like here that cooler, for me it's very close to the tire here, so I think there's something also might be pinned from the impact or not in the place. That's something we need to check as well, and we'll go from there. But the whole main frame, I don't see anything abnormal in the main frame itself, so that's a good sign. Might be just from the impact the bracket moved a little bit, and maybe we can just pull everything out. We'll see how it goes. The problem is that's aluminum, so it's not easy to pull without cracking. You have to be very careful, heat a little bit, and be easy when you pull your any bracket that is aluminum. Same here when we're trying to straighten that, we have to be careful not to crack the aluminum. It's already, there's another crack here. That's what required later on, after we get a welder here and weld it. We're gonna have to paint it, so that will be the major damage here that we need the fix, not the back one. I thought the back one was a major, but actually that's nothing in the fixing compared to what we have here in the front. Okay guys, now we're gonna disassemble this side. I'm gonna take the headlight off, I want to take the fender off, and then I'm gonna take that wheel off here. I will jack the car up and we're gonna start to assess the damage. I want to see what's going on here. For that, I think that's one of the turbo coolers. It's a little bit bent in, so I want to compare, go underneath the car and see what's the difference, and we'll be back after we take everything off, and we'll show you the damage and what we find. So stay tuned. Okay guys, quick update to what we did so far. We took this side completely off. We took the fender liner, we took the side skirt. Was a little bit anyway, check here. We wanted to take a look at the damage here. It's completely mangled on the other side, so we're gonna try to even straighten all worst case scenarios. We're gonna have to drill this whole piece out and get a new piece and weld it in. We'll see what we're gonna do. If we are able to, let's show you the damage on the other side so you guys can have an idea. So again, it's completely mangled and it's kind of cracked from the spot weld here. It's cracked here. We're not sure if we'll be able to straighten it and do a little bit of weld, since anyway we're gonna have to weld now because of that crack up here. But again, if it's too hard, too much time, we're just gonna drill these spot welding, remove that whole piece out, and get a new piece and weld it in. That piece here doesn't have anything related to, again, the major frame or the major body, just kind of bracket for the skirt, the rocker panel, and the fender. I think it's gonna be better to get a new one and weld it. We'll see what we're gonna do here. So that's the first damage I wanted to see. Second damage I wanted to see is here. See how that cooler is very close to the tire here? And I checked the other side, and I think our problem is gonna be that bracket here is bent, but I think we'll be able to just bend it back. It's not mangled or anything, just got like pinned a little bit on the free end side here. So I'm just gonna like bend it back and straighten like the other side, and we'll be done with that damage here. What I want to do next, I want to jack the car up from this side and take the wheel off, go actually underneath the car, take a look at the frame and subframe and make sure everything is aligned and straight, which is, I don't expect too much damage. I already took a quick peek while I'm working the other side. Nothing looked like damage underneath like any undercarriage. Also, we want to take a look at that suspension here, because I'm expecting to see some damage on that suspension on this side, since the hit affected that and cracked it. Okay guys, we did a quick like eye check on everything, on the suspension. Everything seems to be like where it's supposed to be without any paint or anything. Everything is like straight. Like this axle here seems to be straight. That the, what does it call, sway bar link seems to be straight. Everything else seems to be in place and straight. I went underneath the car, luckily I didn't see any damage, so that's a good news, a big relief. Like the undercarriage part is intact, it has some scratches but nothing is crazy. Again, that's joint here seems to be in place and straight when I compare it to the other side. The control arm seems to be okay, so I'm just gonna keep it checking and make sure like everything where it's supposed to be. Again, here is just like this, the bracket that I told you guys. Over there it's straight. If you guys can see in the camera, it's bent here, so a little bit of like try to push it back to its place. We're gonna have to get support here and push like support in the middle, even from the top, and push here, even if we have to take the cooler off without really disconnect a lot. No damage seems to be to the cooler except here a little bit, but there is no leak or anything. The other damage in the plastic housing here, there's a crack. Again, that's not major. Not sure if you can see the crack here or not. Again, that's not major. I'm not gonna change anything here. So that's good news compared to the bad news we started with. I think we gonna go downstairs and show you guys the bumpers, and we'll show you the other fender, how they, yes, there was damage here on that fender, but they painted with the bumpers to go inside the car. They did more damage to it, but we're gonna try to fix them without replacing them. So far the main part we need is that rocker panel here, or the skirt that didn't come with the car. So that's so far the main part we're looking to get. The fender liner, I think we have the whole two pieces. There are two pieces here, and I think we have both pieces for this side, so we should be good. Again, we're gonna try to fix the left side or driver's side fender. We're gonna try to fix those bumpers, and then we'll go from there. We'll see if we can fix that or not. So we're gonna, I think there is kink here from the accident as well, so that's another thing we need to look at. So we will go downstairs and we'll show you guys what the bumpers looks like now, and I will post a picture of what they look like when we got them.
Alright guys, we're downstairs in the basement, and that's where we actually installed the two bumpers, the front one, the rear one, and you can tell from the crease right here, from what I can tell, those two bumpers were completely okay, but they bend them in half to fit inside the car, and when whatever you do to it, it goes back. And it was a big crease right here, and you can tell it's still there, it's still some, but we laid it down like you see. Let me get back with the camera so I can show you. We just try to stretch it, and we try to do it like a normal position or what it should look like, but it's been sitting here for
a few months.
About a few months.
For 5 months.
And to be honest with you guys, we did not do it intentionally, but I was like, you know what, let's put it in the right position, maybe. But after that, one time we were trying to move it, and actually it's holding itself in the right position. That's why I don't think it's going to be a big deal.
Yeah, like if you put it back by itself like this.
Okay, that used, if you did it like this, it used to be just close, like one end to one end. That's how bad they bent it. That goes both ways, actually, rear and front. Like we said, we're gonna do it as much as we can, as do it DIY, save as much as we can.
Budget.
But worst case scenario, if we have to.
You know how much is used?
Yes. What?
And usually it has some damage.
Couple grand?
$1,000.
$1,000? Oh my goodness.
Even it has some damage. But again, it's very minor damage. I think it's fixable.
It is very fixable. Yeah. It is very fixable.
All the grills and everything in a good shape.
And all the shiny stuff, which is, shiny. I think, I want to say chrome, but it's not chrome. Actually, it's plastic, but it is chrome color. It's still shiny. We
want to make sure we go over all the harnesses for the sensor and everything, and see if we need to order any of the sensors. I think that will be it for today's video, guys. Please subscribe to our channel so you can follow up with our project if you are interested in a project like this, or if you're enjoying watching it. Like our videos, and have a good one.